Well, today, Erie County officials stressed that there need to be a radical change in behavior in order to get the COVID situation under control, and they referenced two projections when it comes to hospitalizations. Tonight, 2 on Your Side's Jackie Roberts takes a closer look at how that data is developed.
Dr. Peter Winkelstein with the Jacobs School of Medicine says his team produced two graphs for the Department of Health, essentially a best case scenario and a worst case scenario.
The most important data that we look at is the hospital census, is the number of patients in the hospital.
The worst case scenario projection looks at the hospital census without any further intervention or changes in behavior. He says this would be disastrous for our hospital system.
If you have hospitals that get overwhelmed, bad things happen. Mortality rate goes up, can't take care of people who don't have COVID illness. It becomes a disaster for the community. We don't want to repeat the experience that New York City had and Italy had and France had.
The best case scenario projection looks at the hospital census with an emergency stop on December 4th.
That graph shows what would happen if we did what we did in April, put the New York pause in place, put this emergency stop in place, and people paid attention to it.
Dr. Winkelstein's message to the community is take this seriously and stay home.
I think everyone needs to treat this like they treated it in April as much as possible. I mean, this is either we're going to do it for ourselves, we're going to stay home, we're going to wear our masks, we're going to avoid contact, we're going to be very careful in what we do, or it's going to be imposed on us. And there's no two ways around it. We can't have an overwhelmed hospital system.
And while this next stretch will be challenging, Dr. Winkelstein believes we could be turning the corner soon.
If we can get through this holiday season and we can get through this winter, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think this is the last wave.
Jackie Roberts, Channel 2 News.